Oh shit! Wrong time to fucking yawn.
I'll just cut it.
No, leave that in. Leave that in. That's the first one to start with.
God damn it! All right. Hey everyone, welcome to the first official Dudeshock Interactive podcast. This has been a personal passion project of all three of us. We're really excited to get started on this. My name is Mac, though. Feel free to call me Mac in general anyway. And I'm joined by my fellow colleagues. If you just want to introduce yourselves.
Lemonint, but also known as Luke. I'm just saying my first name because I'm not going to get doxxed.
Yeah, same with
shit.
me. I am Agent. You can call me Connor, but that's it.
Lemonint, Lem, Luke,
Connor
that's me.
redacted.
God, can you redact my first?
Yes, I will redact that in the editing.
My second name.
Just put a
yes,
bleep.
I will redact the I will redact it. Don't worry.
Just put a bleep.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So Matt redacted, Luke redacted, Connor redacted, and that's us.
But yeah, so I think we'll go over just sort of like talk about maybe a few of our little interests just to let you get to know us a little bit more. So I've been gaming since I was like probably about 5 years old. Like big into me video games. I'm also a big movie fan, big into anime. So pretty much anything that's like associated with nerd culture, pretty much I'm into it. I will say favorite genre of game though, probably survival horror. Yeah, I know. I mean, like survival horror, mate. Like it's the best genre. Like, and I'm so fucking happy. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but yeah, like so fucking happy about survival horror at the minute.
I'm Agent. I am a streamer. I do YouTube. Same with Luke. I know that he has been doing a bit of both in recent times.
I wouldn't say recent, more like bit both in the past.
But close.
Maybe in the future.
And hopefully in the future, yes.
Yeah. Gaming since an early age, films, anime and stuff like that. Most of my genre. Fucking hell.
Genre.
Nah. Pretty much just survival games.
Oh yeah, shit, you are big into them, aren't
further
you?
down. Well, I'm literally sinking. I've just noticed my camera was just sinking.
What?
Literally, on the camera, I'm just going further and further down. Yeah, I'm into survival, so pretty much like I was into early Minecraft and stuff like that, but I've gone over. I do like some battle royales too, but mostly just Apex, as many of you may know. Just a big fan.
And
sharing it on your social media channels, man.
Yeah, getting no one into my streams.
yeah, so for me, my main interest is, other than gaming, is a little bit of anime and not too much. Bit of sports, bit of football, mainly Formula 1. That's my topic, so to speak. If I was on the Mastermind TV show, it would be Formula 1. Favorite games? Probably... It's a weird one because I don't really have a specific genre. Well, I mean, to be
fair, I think you've kind of just spoken already there when you said about Formula 1.
Probably more racing games, but racing games in general don't really aren't really my like all-time favorite games. In terms of all-time favorite, would be Mass Effect 2, which is
very interesting choice.
And I've been gaming since.
Role player.
The thing is, like, it's like an RPG, but then becomes action adventure, and number one's more RPG. Third one's like complete was just action. Two is like perfectly in the middle. And then the first ever game I've completed was Ratchet and Clank 1 on the PS2.
Another great choice,
which is like a platformer as well as, like, action adventure.
My first ever game was just Minecraft.
That fuck off.
That's my first ever completed game.
Yeah, you can actually complete Minecraft. It's weird that.
No, I mean, like, fuck off. That's his first completed game.
But that's the first one I got trophies for.
No, we're not talking about trophy completion here. Because if that was the case, his first one would be Game of Thrones.
All right.
We're talking about like games he's actually completed fully,
when you boot up the game to the end credits, just that.
Oh, I've done loads.
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember
So
I was
like,
gonna say not you. It's probably something like Grand Theft Auto or something.
Probably.
so for me, it's like I've never like racing games is probably my top genre of games, but in terms of like top 3, it's like Ratchet and Clank 1's
Right.
there, Mass Effect's there.
Fuck.
Anywho, what was it? Speaking of, prior.
You were talking about Ratchet and Clank and Mass Effect.
Yeah,
2
I was gonna
and-
say like 'cause my top 3 games. It's not really like racing. Actually, to be honest, I probably slot Gran Turismo 3 in there. But
I was gonna say yeah.
but you know, I mean Gran Turismo 3. But in terms of like, it's weird. It's like I play racing games is what I play the most. But in terms of my all-time
Fucking hell,
favorites, it's not.
I just thought of the Forza games.
Forza,
They were kind of decent.
they're decent. Yeah. They're nothing spectacular. I think they're getting.
No, nothing spectacular.
I think they're getting worse actually. Because number 7 is probably the weakest in my opinion.
It all depends because I know the newer ones. There's a mixture of open world and then
That's Horizon you're thinking of.
Yeah, but it's like
It's more
still
arcade-based.
the Forza thing. But I'm saying like the mixing between the Horizon and the Forza.
Forza Horizon's
Sports.
brilliant, but
I know one of the vehicles that I've got a Ford Transit van. I painted it white and used the stencils on the side to say free candy. Just driving around.
oh yeah, I bought the London cabbie and got the fake taxi logo on the side.
Yes, I saw that. Best fucking thing ever.
I did not spend 250 grand on that car, only to find out you can actually get it for free.
Podcast between two people.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
I don't know what the fuck happened there. I just kind of like disconnected like mid conversation.
Oh well, that's fine.
I'm there talking like a fucking prat. Well, yeah, actually, so obviously, I think we'll start off, just discuss what's actually going on with the video game charts, like, because just kind of like the idea is let's bring some, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying at the minute. I'm flustered. It's a first time thing.
We'll get used to it. We'll get used to it.
We'll do a podcast.
If we were to,
Yeah,
if, we,
I figured-
if we were to produce shit, it'll be now.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
don't say that. That'd be my stomach producing it then.
Rome weren't built in the day.
Mm.
Yeah,
But yeah,
also
so-
Rome was built by slaves.
That was true, to be
So-
honest. They were.
Prove me wrong.
To be fair, it is true.
They were built with slaves.
Most of the world was.
Can't hide history.
Mm.
So anyway, I figure we'll go over the top 10 in the charts at the moment. Obviously, allow people to get familiar with what's selling well in the video game industry. Kind of maybe even give us some discussion points to maybe talk about. So I've got right here in front of me, we've got the top 10 lists for the UK, Japan, and the US. So the top 10 at the moment in the UK. So at 10, we have Ring Fit Adventure
Never heard of it.
on Nintendo Switch.
Explain why I never heard of it, because I'm not a Switch guy.
Uh,
What is these lists?
Ring Fit Adventure is it's kind of like the spiritual successor of Wii Fit.
Oh,
You kind of get like, it's like a hula hoop thing, and you put like the Joy-Cons into it and stuff, and you do it all in time to the music and the shapes and stuff like that. It's really cool.
fair enough.
At number 9, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PlayStation 5.
That's what's all combined sales.
Yeah, Xbox One, you're probably asking why is Series X not on here? It's because with certain games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Series X and Xbox One versions are bundled in together. To be fair, there's only one that's actually like classed as an Xbox Series X release, and that's because of greediness, and you'll understand why in a second. So at number 8, we have Minecraft on the Nintendo Switch.
I can understand because a game like Minecraft on the go is like really sounds really appealing. Especially
Yeah,
because,
definitely.
But then again, people can't really travel these days.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it could be something if you want to play on the toilet or something. You know, build a house.
Build
Make sure it's
build
got
it- build-
the wrong material.
a shitter while you're on the shitter.
Damn straight. You fucking beat us to it, damn it.
And then a green turd just comes along and blows it up.
Yeah. At number 7, we have a new entry. We have Little Nightmares 2 for the PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox One, and the PC. I haven't played Little Nightmares 2, but I have played Little Nightmares 1. Very, very interesting psychological horror. it's rated. It's rated. I think it's like 16 is its age rating.
Because isn't it quite like a kiddie-ish looking design?
It's got like a childish looking design, but it's actually pretty disturbing. Some of the imagery. Like, I think I booted it up, and within the first 5 minutes of me playing, I saw someone hanging from the ceiling. Like, Little Nightmares 2 looks very creepy, though. I like the fact that it's also co-op as well. So that could make for an interesting game to maybe stream at some point. But I know Darren Brown's recently been advertising it as well.
Oh, is that what all those fucking adverts are for? He's just sitting
What one's Darren Brown? Yeah, Little Nightmares 2.
Didn't realise he even had adverts.
Literally, as it comes to the point where you can skip it, I normally skip adverts.
Awesome.
Yeah, but if you get a chance to watch that advert, I'd say watch it because it actually does showcase some of the elements which look really fucking creepy about it. Plus, Little Nightmares.
Play it though.
Yeah, Little Nightmares looks really good though. Like Little Nightmares 2 anyway. At number 6 on the UK chart, we have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which is for the PS4, the Xbox One, the PS5, and the Xbox Series X.
It can get boring really quickly, so you have to have like a bunch of mates to play it with. Because I can't. Cold War. I couldn't play that game on my own. Really, like spend much time on my own.
Yeah, I bought that game and thinking it was going to be quite decent, but it's not a game that I really like. I like the single player.
Oh, the campaign's fantastic.
I was going to say the single player part's fantastic.
But the thing is,
it's only 4 hours long.
You can't just buy the game based on the single player.
It's very short.
The multiplayer just it's a bunch of old mechanics just revamped with a new map.
Specifically, this multiplayer, like the maps are like I feel like I'm playing the same map all the time. Obviously, there is like a vote at the end of each game, but even with the options you're given, I feel like it's just the same maps.
Yeah,
it's so little. Like the quality.
Some people like certain maps.
Yeah, but that's fine. But for me, it's like even the options that are presented. When you look at the entire map count, you realize there's not much map variety there. And the thing is, I don't mind if they bring back old maps. It just adds. I prefer more variety of the maps because I feel like I'm just playing the same maps over and over again. Like, it's just the same different 4 and cycle. Obviously, there's more than 4 maps, but it just feels like there's only like 4 maps. Because it's just
the only thing that I do like for the new one is Prop Hunt is actually included in the game on PC.
I played that Prop Hunt. It's also on console as well. I think it's because it's in the base game. I think.
Wait, you have it on console?
Well, I've played it on a. It's because it's in the base game. Because you just open up multiplayer and you got options to pick. Because you have like versus bots.
I think it's on Game Pass, isn't it? Or is it going to come to Game Pass?
No, it's not. Black Ops Cold War's not on Game Pass.
Is it not?
I was going to say Black Ops Cold War will not be on Game Pass, mate.
Especially with
all the marketing's been through PlayStation.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 5 on the UK charts, we've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch.
That's still selling well, surprisingly enough.
Oh, Mario Kart sells amazing.
Especially when people think wanting like, oh, we might get a number 9 soon.
Well, that's the thing. Thing is, I saw this online. Cause, I mean, to be fair, we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct in a little while. But I saw something on Twitter, and I genuinely couldn't believe it. Right, so we've had 3 Splatoon games and it's like in less time than it's taken to get a new Mario Kart.
Well, if you go into something like that. We've had more Mario Kart than we have had new GTA.
Like, what you need to think, right?
Yes.
I think it was like
2013.
Well, the thing is, Mario Kart 8 came out on the Wii U in like 2014 or 2015. I cannot remember which one.
Give or take,
I think it was 2014.
I'll double check.
Then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out on the Switch in 2017. At least I think it was 2017. I'm pretty sure it was 2017. And we haven't had a proper Mario Kart since.
Yeah.
The gimmicky home circuit one doesn't count.
Yeah, it came out on 29th of May, 2014. That's
Jesus.
in Deluxe.
GTA is older than it.
Yeah, GTA 5 is older than Mario Kart 8. Never mind Deluxe. Deluxe came out on April 28th, 2017.
Yeah.
And technically, Deluxe is like, you could argue, is like Mario Kart 8.5 because the multiplayer has been revamped and there's a lot more stuff in it. So technically, it is good value.
I think I've only played the Mario Kart twice. I think one was when I was at yours, Matthew,
Yeah.
and the other time was when we were at the place in the town. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, that bar that shut down.
Oh, it's not shut down?
It's shutting down. I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't
Is it?
surprise it's like everywhere in
No, I
town.
wouldn't be surprised if he's not getting money from Fortnite.
It's supposed to be like an adult gaming club.
Oh wait, you talking about Harry's Game Shack? I thought you were talking about thingy. I thought you were talking about something else.
No, that's his Game Shack.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. But yeah, actually, just to quickly finish up what I was saying though. But yeah, we've had 3 Splatoon games in the time that it's taken to get a new Mario Kart. Like, because we had Splatoon 1, which came out 2015. Then Splatoon 2 came out 2017 or 18. I'm pretty sure it was 2017. And then we're getting Splatoon 3 in 2022. And we haven't had a new Mario Kart since 2017. And even then, that was a port. But when you consider, like I said, the fact that like Mario Kart is one of Nintendo's biggest selling franchises, I mean, think about it. Their first ride in Universal Japan and like Super Nintendo World is a Mario Kart ride. So it's like, it's a big franchise. You'd expect them to do like a new entry, but
well, the thing is, then you look at it. It's number 5 in the UK gaming charts, so it's still selling really well. So it's like me thinking, well, why should we make something new if it's still, if the previous one's still
if you're not
the numbers?
Thing is though, but the way I see it is, if you're not gonna do a new Mario Kart, at least add new content to it.
Potentially, yeah.
Like, I mean, look at Smash Brothers. I mean, Smash Brothers came out 2018, and we've had 2 fighter passes for that since. Whereas Mario Kart 8 came out in 2017,
yeah.
and it hasn't had like any content since, and it's a shame. It is a shame.
I mean, people are still finding it very fun, so that not really an outcry for new content. So just let them be. You know, if they're enjoying it, they're enjoying it. So
moving on, we'll just kind of quickly rattle through some of these. To be fair, just so we can move on a little bit. Number 4 in the UK charts, we have Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PlayStation 5 and the PS4. We'll just say this game looks absolutely amazing. Either if you're playing in performance mode or if you're playing with the actual ray tracing and stuff. In number 3, we have FIFA 21 for the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PS5. In number 2, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch.
That's still selling well, wow.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, it's the pandemic special, isn't it? And then number 1, we have a brand new entry as well in the chart for the UK. We have Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury for the Nintendo Switch. So Nintendo pretty much dominated the UK charts like this past week. I will admit, I'm really happy with this news because, like, I played Mario 3D World back on the Wii U, and the thing is,
isn't that
like,
we had to stand on a board?
That was the Wii Fit board you're thinking of.
Right. I thought it was the Wii U.
No, the Wii U was the like it was like a Wii console with a tablet. But
oh, that one.
Yeah, Mario 3D World was a good game released for a dead console, essentially. So I'm really happy to say that it's getting success. It is a really fun, like, little co-op Mario game. I will say though, Bowser's Fury is actually like really surprisingly good because it's less 3D World and more like an Odyssey DLC. It feels more like an expansion to Odyssey than it does to 3D World. It's just they've put 3D World features in there purely just so they could bundle it in. But I mean, the visuals look amazing on it. Like, for example, like if it rains or if Mario goes into the water or anything, like you actually see like the wetness on his clothes and stuff like that. And he's like you can constantly see the actual dampness and stuff like that, or footsteps when he's moving in the sand. Like it's really fucking good. So yeah, quickly go through the Japanese charts and the US charts. I will just say with Japan, it's pretty much the Nintendo Power Hour. At number 10, we have a brand new entry, which is coincidentally the only PlayStation title on the list. and that's Neo 2, the complete edition
Oh
for
yes.
the PS4.
Speaking of Neo 2, I remember Bardock tweeting earlier today saying that he's ordered. I think he's ordered 2 more controllers for that game because he broke like 8 controllers just from that game alone.
Yeah,
A load of people have.
I've never played that game, but I've heard it's rage-inducing.
Just like that Cuphead.
it's essentially Ninja Gaiden Dark Souls, which we'll actually talk about Ninja Gaiden today as well.
That's horrible.
But yeah, continuing on, at number 9, we have 51 worldwide games for Nintendo Switch. At 8, we have Pokemon Sword and Shield for Nintendo Switch. At 7, we have Splatoon 2 for Nintendo Switch. At number 6, we have Minecraft on Switch. 5, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on Switch. At number 4, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Switch. Number 3, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons on Switch. 2, we have Ring Fit Adventure on Switch. And then number 1, I apologize to any Japanese people watching. Momotaro Denetsu Showa Heisei Reiwa no Teiban on Nintendo Switch. Finally, here's the US charts. And the thing I find really interesting about the US ones in particular is it actually specifies that it doesn't include digital sales.
That's weird.
Is it
So these are the
just physical
top. These are the top 10 for the US. At number 10, we have NBA 2K21 on the Xbox One, PS4, Switch, Xbox Series X, and PS5. At number 9, we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Switch.
Fair enough.
Number 8, this is a more surprising one. Call of Duty Modern Warfare on the Xbox One and the PS4.
That's awkward. That's weird.
7, we have Ring Fit Adventure for the Switch. 6, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch. 5, Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Switch. So a lot of Switch games getting sold this week.
Yeah. Pretty much throughout the entire pandemic.
Number 4, we have Madden NFL 21 for the Xbox One, the PS4, and the PC.
Makes sense because the Super Bowl was just on, so that's going to boost sales regardless.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, Super Bowl. Shit, yes. But I mean, to be fair, with Super Bowl, they also had a free play weekend, though, as well for it. Number 3, we had Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PS4 and the PS5. Number 2, Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the Xbox One, PS4, and PS5. And number 1 in the US charts, we have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on Xbox One, PS4, Series X, and PS5.
I wonder how vastly different that would look if you include digital sales, because that...
yeah, exactly.
Modern Warfare's still there.
Yeah, I know that's surprising, especially physical.
I was going to say that's probably because of Warzone, but I forgot Warzone's free.
Yeah, Warzone's a free-to-play game.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind playing that more often. I haven't actually played Warzone. Oh no, I played it once, but I got into the gulag and died.
I've always died in the gulag.
I always just die in Call of Duty in general. So
the worst one in the gulag is when you have to fight with a sniper rifle.
Oh, I had a fist fight.
Oh. Actually, no, I tell a lie. I've won once.
Oh no, it wasn't a fist fight. It was with the magnums.
I won once, and do you know how I won?
Yeah, the person disconnected.
How?
No, the second person just wasn't moving. So I went down, killed him.
So just to quickly move on, so we can get through the actual so we can get on to the news and just start talking and shit. New releases. There's not really that many. We have Voyage coming to the PC on February 19th, so tomorrow. Then we have Tuesday. We have Persona 5 Strikers is coming out.
Still need to play the Persona 5 still.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Persona 5 Strikers is gonna be like a sequel to Persona 5,
fair enough.
But it's more like a Musou game, so it's more like Dynasty Warriors in a sense.
Sounds intriguing.
A lot more hack and slash, and it does sound pretty interesting because I've heard it's like Dynasty Warriors meets like the actual social aspect of Persona.
Yeah, because the thing is, Dynasty Warriors, it was one of those games where I would play for like a good 5 hours, and that's it.
Mm.
So it's so fun. But when you realise
Yeah.
it's exactly the same
When you play it
thing
over and over, it just gets a bit repetitive, doesn't it?
it's the most repetitive game ever. Like, even in the sequel games, it's exactly the same. I don't know how that franchise has even got as many games that it has.
It'll probably get more, to be fair.
It will. I don't even know how.
But yeah, Persona 5 Strikers is coming out for the PS4 and the Switch. We have Rogue Heroes, Ruins of Tassos, which is coming out for the Switch and PC. And Curse of the Dead Gods, that's coming to Xbox One, PS4, and the Switch, and that's on 23rd of February. And then 25th of February, I'll read these ones out because that'll be when we're next obviously recording for the podcasts and stuff. But we have the remake of Ghosts and Goblins, the Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection for the Switch.
Never played the game.
One of the hardest games ever made, personally.
Oh, wow, sounds amazing.
And it's fucking brilliant, mate. It's like, essentially you play as like a knight who, a princess gets kidnapped by a demon, like, overlord or something like that. And you essentially have to fight your way through, like, demons and fucking monsters and shit to save her. But it's one of those games where, like, if you get hit once, you end up out of your armor and, like, in your underwear. And then, like, if you die, if you get hit again, like, you just turn into a skeleton. It's fucking mint. But
I just heard of underwear burnt up.
The art style on it's really good though, because it's kind of like it's done in the style of like an oil painting, so it's got like a really nice art style to it as well. And I mean, considering it's from Capcom as well, who've recently been on like a fucking absolute winning streak, like I think it's going to be really good.
Considering, in fact, you look at Capcom streak from like the past decade. Like a decade ago, they were like on the brink of just collapsing because they had absolutely so little money left.
Well, exactly.
Now,
I mean, like you got to think like years ago. Like I mean, at least by 2012 or something, when we had like Resident Evil 6, you know, people were referring to them as Crapcom. You know, like, and they were giving them every bit of shit possible. And then like they released Resident Evil 7, and like everything just changed for them. Like
Street Fighter 5 wasn't exactly the smoothest of releases.
Well, Street Fighter 5 released, and it was kind of like it was missing most of the base roster. Like the base roster kind of came in through like, well, like the like mainstay characters came in through DLC passes. You know, like you didn't have fucking Blanca in like the main like character roster. You didn't have Guile in the character roster. You know, and you had to like fucking buy DLC in order to get these characters. I mean, fucking hell, they only added E Honda like a couple of years ago.
Oh, and ads. Don't forget ads.
Oh yeah, then they added adverts to it as well. So Street Fighter was kind of in like a bit of a lull point. But to be fair, with this, like, because there's been like a big internal shift over at Capcom, at least in the fighting game division. So mainly like since Yoshinori Ono like left Capcom, they've kind of had a bit of a restructuring. So like, I mean, they've announced 5th season of Street Fighter 5 in order to tide people over till it can get like work done on Street Fighter 6 and stuff. But I know like they've just added like Dan, who's like a big Street Fighter fan favorite. You know, they're adding fucking Akira from fucking Rival Schools, another dormant Capcom fighting game franchise. It's like they're really pulling out like all the stops, and you can tell they're trying to win back that passion.
Hey, Capcom's pulling out all the stops. Remember me? No, I don't.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God, remember me. A poor game. It's so ironic, that game. The thing is, at all, like, from what I actually do remember of it, it was actually not bad.
Yeah, it's just like, it came out and then that was it.
It came out, it was a bit meh, and then, like, it had the fucking most ironic title ever.
It's like that Xbox.
In fact,
In
fact, if you listen to it, it's almost like they're begging you to remember it.
It's like that Xbox game that
I don't even remember it.
It's like
I can't remember that game.
It's like that Xbox game that they released It was completely forgotten about. So then they re-released a remastered version. Recore?
Phantom Dust.
No, it was Recore.
Fed. Oh, Recore. I thought you were talking about Phantom Dust.
No, Recore.
Jesus. Yeah, Recore Definitive. Yeah, Xbox have done it a few times, to be fair.
What was the name of the game? Remember Me?
Yeah, Capcom. By Capcom.
Yeah, Remember Me. Capcom Remember Me.
I'm literally looking. Right.
It came out 2013, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking, and I can't even fucking remember it. I'm literally looking on the other screen, and I cannot fucking remember anything about it.
Thing is, though, Remember Me is one of those games where it came out at a really awkward time, because the thing is, I'm pretty sure it came out just after DMC Devil May Cry.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And that for right or wrong reasons got like a lot of the attention.
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at screenshots, and I cannot remember this game for the sake of me.
It was okay, to be fair. Like I said, it was a pretty fun little game. It's just
I would have had to replay it.
It came out at an awkward time. It had an ironic title, and it came out just after Capcom released. Like it was either just after Capcom released it or just before Capcom were releasing the DMC, like the Devil May Cry reboot with the fucking emo Dante.
Also, it was like a year before the next gen consoles.
Yeah,
so it's like
exactly. Yeah, it was the year of fucking PS4 and Xbox One.
So
you know, that's actually so weird. You know, when you think like fucking Remember Me came out the same year as like Dead Rising 3, which I consider which prior to the RE engine was probably one of the best looking Capcom games, like in terms of, like actual visual.
Oh yeah.
Like actual visual power. I mean, fucking hell, to be fair, I still consider Dead Rising 3 to be one of the best games exclusive to the Xbox One. So
yeah, literally just there while you were talking, I had a massive beep, and it said Microsoft OneDrive, and it is like, and I can't sign in. I'm like, oh for fuck's! It came up on the middle of the screen. So
I fucking hate that.
So it came up in the middle of the screen, and I'm like, oh, middle of the recording. Anywho, yeah, so game releases.
Yeah, there's only two more to be fair to mention. There's a game called Code Realize Future Blessings for the Switch. And a game which I've personally played on the PS4, and I really enjoyed. It was a game called Hellpoint for the Switch.
I recognize the name.
So Hellpoint is a game which came from Tiny Build, the folks who made like Hello Neighbor.
Oh yeah.
But the idea is it's essentially like if like Doom and Dark Souls had a baby. So it's kind of like, it's like a Dark Souls style game, but it's more like if like it was set in the same sort of setting as something like Doom.
Fucked it.
Kind of, yeah. But like, I mean, I've seen people like shit on it, to be fair. Like I know like Jim Sterling gave it a pretty bad review and stuff like that, and said it was like a shitter version of The Surge, which he said The Surge was pretty much a shitter version of Dark Souls. But the thing is, it's like I enjoyed my time with it, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. I actually did enjoy my time with it. It was a bit clunky. It had some frame rate issues and stuff like that, but overall it was genuinely okay. That's pretty much all the new releases, though, to be fair.
There is some new games, but they're in early access. I know of a few that are currently in early access.
Oh yeah, let us know them, mate, if you know them. If you
these are the only ones that I know of because I literally watch people play them. The Dual Universe. It's like a survival game, but like with space features, where building of crafts, bases and stuff like that in different planets.
That sounds pretty interesting, to be fair.
It is interesting. It's currently early access, so it's a bit buggy and all that.
Yeah.
I haven't played it. I've just seen it. Other one is Starbase. I think it's just the same, but it's more hands-on where you got to literally wire. Like, say if you make a ship, you got to wire your reactor up to different parts.
Yeah.
So you have to do that in that game, which is quite a good thing, but I think it could get a bit annoying at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And another one...
you have to do so much for so little, kind of thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And there is like full-on battles that you can have that can knock certain parts of your ship.
Oh, so you have like proper space
Like
battles and stuff.
destructible
Well,
parts.
both of these games, you can have proper space battles. The
That's
thing
pretty
with
cool.
Dual Universe is it's one of those where you can actually design whatever ship you want. Say you've got the Millennium Falcon, you can actually build it in that game.
I'm gonna have a look at that.
That's pretty cool.
You can do the TIE Fighter. You can do... I forgot the name of the ship that Darth Vader rides around on.
Imperial Destroyer?
You know, the massive one.
The Imperial Destroyer?
The Star Destroyer.
You can, I'm sure someone's even made the Death Star moving about.
That's pretty cool.
I know someone's made the Future Armor ship.
Has someone made Slave One?
Probably, mate.
Like the Boba Fett, Boba Fett ship.
Probably. There's loads of ships that have been made because it's a voxel based game. So yeah, there's different parts in the ships, but I think you can design like the skin of the whole ship itself. So,
oh my god, someone has to create the Star Trek Enterprise, like the USS Enterprise on it as well.
The probably has. Like, I know someone. I can't remember what film it's off. The camper van. That's
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Someone's definitely done that.
Spaceballs.
Someone's done that in the game, so it's fucking hilarious. Like, there's so many funny ones. Like, they've even done.
Yeah, I still love that bit of Spaceball
from Star Wars. I forgot what
the land speeder.
As I say, I don't know any of the names. I know they've done the X-wing and the Y-wing.
Yeah, I still love that bit of Spaceballs though. Like, I'm just sorry. When you mentioned Spaceballs, like oh god, like I just love that bit. You know, like the comb in the desert, not a big fuck. But instead, like it cuts to the like the black stormtroopers and they've got an afro comb. It's like, man, we don't see shit.
No, the best part on that, mate, is when they're in the calf.
Oh yeah, the calf.
John Hurst in the
fucking poor John Hurt.
I fucking love that guy.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Hello, my
ragtime girl.
Oh no, not again.
But it's just I love the bit with John Candy though. It's the bit where John Candy's there and he's just like, "Oh my god, Waitress, what did he have? He had the special. That's what I ordered. Change my order." Good choice, man.
Like, that film is just one of the best fucking films.
Spaceballs is fucking brilliant.
Going back to like that game, as I say, you can design the outer part of the ship whichever way you want.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. It's just what I've seen.
I have to have a little bit of looking at that then.
Oh, I can link them so you can link it on the stream as well, or the podcast, whatever. Yeah. But there's another game called Eco. ECO. So
Eco.
I was going
to say, you're not trying to spell Echo, are you? Like Echo the Dolphin or something?
Oh no, Eco Global Survival. Basically,
it's an Echo game though.
No, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just like real world. Like, so if you do so many construction stuff to the point where you're polluting, it can fuck the planet. You overhunt, you fuck the planet.
So it could fuck the world all over again.
Yeah. Or what you can do is you can actually become the president of America and just build a wall around everything. And just fuck everything.
Unless you're
My chair's
in
just
which
broke.
case that wall gets taken down.
My chair's just broke.
Yeah!
Literally just broke.
Amazing.
Yeah, I do have that game, by the way, Eco. I do have it.
I'll have a look on some of these games.
Alright. These are just like early access that are on Steam at the minute. Yes, early access. Some people say, I don't want to really do that because the game's not finished. But,
Early access can be a bit of a risk. I will say that.
It is. It totally is. But like I was part of the early access when Space Engineers first came out.
That game, I don't know that one.
And that is an awesome game.
Well, maybe be fair if you think about it. I mean, look at fucking Fortnite. Like,
I wish I'd stayed in early access.
I was going to say, in fact, actually, I was going to say, I thought Fortnite was still in early access. To be fair,
well,
I just wish it ended.
The thing is, that game, looking back, I'm kind of like, I had more fun playing it when it first came out than with all
like when it was sort of in the early access period
than what it is now, because it's just too much to like.
I played it once and I didn't like it.
Like, I think Fortnite now, it's like just Fortnite's one of those games where it was fun at first, but now it's just kind of evolved into just a marketing tool rather than an actual game.
But look at that! Who was it that did the show on it? Was it Tichi or something? Like a proper singer did a full show in Fortnite.
It was Marshmallow. There was a couple of times I did it, but there was a couple of people I know Marshmallow did it once.
I know it was like, what the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, that
wasn't
to be fair, that's fucking now. I mean, did you see the news about fucking Post Malone's going to do a fucking concert in Pokemon?
Really?
Apparently,
Fucking hell.
I mean, you know,
part of the fucking 25th anniversary or something.
It's just good. I'd much rather hear Jigglypuff sing, to be honest.
Imagine Jigglypuff with the voice.
Mate, I'd rather hear foxes shagging.
What does the fuck say?
Just screaming, absolute screaming. That's all I would rather hear than that.
I'm not a fan of that music. It's just not for me. So, is that any other releases, or is that it?
That's it, to be fair, as far as I'm aware.
So, we had the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, we had the Nintendo Direct.
It was last night, wasn't it?
Last night, yeah. I mean, did you guys tune in?
I did.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
I watched them. I watched Young.
Oh, well, that sums everything up.
We just pretty much just battled through that one because...
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, I'm going to start off and say that with this Nintendo Direct, I went into it pretty hyped, not going to lie, because it's the first Nintendo Direct that we've had since September 4th, 2019.
It was Travis Scott! I thought it was Tetchy. Whatever the fucking hell.
Oh, Travis Scott.
Yeah, in the Fortnite. I totally fucking forgot. Sorry about that. I just found it and just fucking... Literally, first thing I put in, right? Fortnite show. And what is it? It's a bare fucking chested fucking Travis Scott in the air.
Don't forget, we also got the Tenet trailer in there. Remember Tenet?
Was that the
Me neither.
Was that the Christopher Nolan movie?
Yeah.
Because isn't it supposed to be like some fucking mind fuck? Like.
Yeah. See, I tried watching it. I couldn't get into it, and I like Christopher Nolan. Even I thought it was just like, nah, this just isn't for me. Like. Then again, though, I'm the type of person who thought that The Prestige was like Christopher Nolan's peak. Yeah, so take from that what you will.
I will.
Thing is, have you actually seen The Prestige?
Nope.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. It's about magicians, but it's got like Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale, and like fucking David Bowie plays like Nikola Tesla.
Right.
It's fucking so good. It is brilliant. If you get a chance, guys, watch that. Like, watch The Prestige. But yeah, anyway, though, this Nintendo Direct, like, it's the first Direct that we'd had in, like, 530 odd days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they said it was 50 minutes long, which, that's the longest Nintendo Direct that they've ever done. It's just one of those things where it's like, you're watching it, and you're just thinking, like, there's so much filler in here. It did feel like they kind of sprinkled the... Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's one of those things where I personally feel like it kind of appealed to everyone. So, like, there was at least a game for someone in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
But personal standpoint, there was very few things in there that really excited me. I mean, like, was there anything that really excited you, Luke, in the direct?
It was going to be Mario Kart, Mario Golf.
Yeah, Mario Golf.
That.
Mario Golf Super Rush looked really, really good. Like, just saying, the whole, like, what was it? Was it like Star Rush or something like that, or race mode? That looked like so much fun. You know what I mean? Like, just the idea that you all like put at the same time, and then like you've got to race to the ball. Like, that seems like so much fun. Looks beautiful as well. It looks really pretty.
Yeah, it does look like a crisp, clean game.
Yeah. Anything else interest you, or was it just really Mario Golf?
A lot of it was just like a lot of Japanese games. I'm like a bit.
I want
like
more
JRPG.
Japanese games that are just random. That's what I want. I remember a couple of years ago they made a Japanese game about a fish with a man's fucking face.
Oh, you're talking about Seaman.
Yeah, Seaman.
From,
fucking ridiculous.
That dude, that was fucking years ago.
I
was like,
I want more games, stuff like that. Where it's
that was on one of the Sega consoles. That fucking hell.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I want more stuff like that. Out of this world, out of them as well.
And for the record, that was a JRPG, by the way.
I know, but I want stuff like that. Just funny things.
I mean,
like, I remember when they came out with a game where you play it as a cock and balls.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! Fucking
hilarious.
Oh, what the fucking hell was that? What was that game?
Basically,
it was like General Custer's Revenge. Game. That's one of them.
It's a tag type of game where you got to go get the end of the shaft in behind the.
I can't.
It's like you're supposed to.
I can't remember the name of it. It was on Charlie Brooker's Game Swipe at one point.
You're supposed to fuck the other person, like
yes.
You have to like find them
just behind the ball.
Is it like an old retro game where there's a bunch? There's two women at the top.
No, it reminds us more like Tron, where you got to go around. If you can't,
like Tron?
Yeah, because that's what it's like. You know, in the game Tron, where it does like the bikes, and you can't.
Yeah, the light cycles
to each other. The penis one is like that. You hit each other.
The way I see it is the penis game is like inverted jousting. You charge at each other.
Oh, genital jousting.
That's it. Aye, that was it.
Genital jousting.
That's it.
Oh fucking hell! I want to play that. That looks really fun.
It's just out of this world, and I think it'd be funny.
It looked dumb as fuck. I love the fucking concept of it.
When I take that geese or goose game.
Oh, Untitled Goose Game is brilliant.
It's just some random shit.
Oh, dude, like if you've not played it, man, Untitled Goose Game is so fucking funny. Like I remember one of the things I loved about it was I got up to like the second level and there's like a little kid there with glasses, and like I honked at him and he ran away and he hid in a phone box. So like I just like stood there for hours, like for about an hour, I think, just flapping my wings and honking at him to scare the shit out of him so he'd stay in the phone box. I like terrorized this poor child. And then the kid phoned up, rang a fucking shopkeeper, so the shopkeeper came out to try and bray me. So I was like honking at the shopkeeper, ran into the shop, started trashing the shop, and then I managed to. And then I managed to like honk at the kid again and make him trip over, and then I took his glasses and smashed them. Well, that's the point, mate. You're a fucking goose. Like geese are infamously known for being dicks.
Funny enough, there was actually there next to my local river. There's a particular goose that lives there, like on a little like dock, like a little tiny little wooden dock, and like there was like these. Like, I was there like a couple of days ago, and this goose was just sitting there, and there was like these three little mallard ducks, just like walking up the bank. And it started chasing after them. So I started like quacking to the goose, and it started,
Yeah.
and you know a goose is pissed when it starts charging at you with it stretches its head down, and then
It's wings up in the air.
it starts running, and it was actually honking at me. There was only like a little wide fence that was like blocking me. It was aggressive.
I'm sorry. I know it might be against people, right? But if that happened to me, that fucking thing's going to get kicked in the fucking face.
Oh no, it's like because the river there's like a bank and it's got like a big wide little wide fence so it can get you.
I know that
But it's aggressive.
thing supposedly owns every.
It's very territorial. It was chasing all the ducks and everything.
I'd kick it in his face and just go fuck off.
The thing is, the moment you said that reminds us, I went to like a river or something. Like I immediately knew that story was going to be fucking good. Like, not gonna lie.
But yeah, Nintendo Direct wise, Splatoon. Oh, that's one thing I remember now.
What?
Hi. You'd be expecting some Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Well, it's not here. But here's Skyward Sword, whatever it's called. HD. Not remaster, remake, just HD. And we're going to charge you $60 for it. Fuck off.
Yeah, the greatest troll ever. Yeah, to be fair, I'm actually excited for Skyward Sword.
I'm not even a Zelda fan in that. I was like, oh.
Just so people know, I do not know what the fuck they're on about.
Distant.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, Skyward Sword is infamous amongst the Zelda
Is that
community.
the Wii one?
It's because it was released on the Wii and it only had motion controls.
But I'm pretty sure I actually had that one before, and I'm pretty sure that.
And a lot of people like really like fucking like shit on it.
I'm pretty sure the motion controls were actually fine for me.
And I've heard, I think a lot of people shut it, but I've also heard a good majority say it is like one of the best Zelda games.
Mm.
So it's sort of like a Last of Us 2 situation where it's very divisive.
I would say because I'm pretty sure like when it was revealed at E3 for the first time, the original one, I'm pretty sure they tried to like when they used the
because they tried to do motion controls and it didn't work.
But it wasn't because the motion controls didn't work. It was because they were trying to use it to emulate using the bow owl. So you use the nunchuck and the remote in a position of using the bow owl, like you would in real life.
Yeah, but
that didn't work. But if you actually use it normally, the controls normally, they would work perfectly fine.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. The whole thing was they built the entire game around like these motion controls working in such a way that it didn't work during the demo.
If you didn't like over the top, you're just sitting down playing on your couch, it would work perfectly fine. So a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it did work if you did that, but if you were expecting some fucking, trying to pretend you're an actual archer, it wouldn't work.
See, like for me, it was like, I stopped playing my Wii well before Skyward Sword came out.
Mm.
So Skyward Sword, unfortunately, is one of the few that I actually missed out on.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to get that opportunity to play that game. And especially now that they're also adding button controls to it as well, so you can play it with like a traditional controller.
But
I love that is now an option.
But,
because obviously originally it was all motion controller gimmicked and stuff like that.
But they're charging you 60 fucking quid for that.
Well, no, it's 50 quid, to be
fair.
No,
$60. 50 quid, $60.
Well, yeah, $60, 50 quid. But the thing is, though, the way I see it is, there's other Nintendo games I want to get, so I'll just get the 2 games to £84 for the Nintendo Switch Online.
But that's still a bit pricey, like.
Well, I mean, it's still pricey, but it's better than paying £100 each for them.
Alright, but Nintendo really do make a mockery of its fans. Like, the price tag of those games, like, that's like how old is Skyward Sword? Like, came out past.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's fair saying that, but what you need to remember is like, especially if you're looking in the pre-owned market, especially if you go and like collect these games, like. These games are like really expensive and they are sometimes hard to find.
That's why I just use emulation.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like in regards to like if you're wanting to actually own the hardware, though, you're wanting to actually own the physical hardware.
Aye, but even then,
Then
it's like the digital sales. Like, there's no need for it to be that expensive. It's like it's a digital price. It's not rare because it's digital. There's no
yeah,
need for it to be like, that expensive. Like if Zelda,
oh yeah.
if Skyward Sword was supposed to be like a completely brand new original game coming out this year, fair enough. Okay, that's how it is. But
Well, I mean, let's face facts here. I think a lot of people skipped Skyward Sword purely because of the fact it was motion controller gimmick.
still,
So for a lot of people, it is gonna be a new
but
game.
still, it seemed even with that, it's still like a 15-year-old game, and it's like
10.
10,
It's 10.
10 years old. Bloody hell! But still, like 10 years.
It came out. I think it came. Funny enough, I actually think it came out the same day or about a week later, like than Skyrim.
Oh wow. But still, it's one of those games where I'm like, well, it's a decade old. It's like for that price. On digital,
I mean,
it's a bit.
that's fair. But here's the
It's like
thing,
a
right?
remake. It's just a little HD touch to it. And that's it.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, something that a lot of people like it might have flown by a lot of people because I only noticed this when I was watching Easy Allies reacting to the Nintendo Direct. It's in 60 FPS.
It's like you're paying full price for some butting, mapping, and HD resolution and increased frames, which.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. But it's running at 60 FPS. It's actually got like proper controls. Like it's actually got like a proper control. It's not just a gimmick anymore.
Like ultimately,
and especially it's a precursor to Breath of the Wild that no one really, ever got the chance to play.
Like,
it's
the way I say it is ultimately I'm not going to play because I don't play Zelda games. But as long as if people who do pay the price and are satisfied with it, then fair play to them. But ultimately,
I mean that's the thing. Here's the thing, because obviously I am a Nintendo fan and I've bought Nintendo products in the past, and it's like I feel like Skyward Sword is going to satisfy more people than what Mario 3D All Stars did. Because Mario 3D All Stars was, and I bought Mario 3D All Stars like twice, and I fucking personally think that it was still a bit of a rip-off. And I bought it fucking twice because I'm a fucking idiot. But like,
mate, that's not the only thing you've ever bought twice that everyone else didn't like.
I don't even know what the hell you're referring to there, but
you've bought a load of things in the past that you had on. I think you didn't fully buy it. You just what was it? Like you hired it out.
Yeah.
And everyone else just couldn't stand the game, but you were the only one that got it.
Yeah, but like, thing is, it's like in regards to the whole thing with the Mario collection, though, it's one of those things where it was like, it wasn't even like they touched anything up. Like Mario 64 was a straight up port of Mario 64. I mean, here's the thing, right? In the title screen for Mario 3D All Stars, Mario 64 is in like widescreen resolution. You play the game, it's not.
Oh, that's it.
Like that's how lazy that job was.
Yeah, actually,
Mario Sunshine still has the fucking glitches from the GameCube game. Okay, so anyway, where the fuck was I? Okay, so yeah, Sunshine still has like the same glitches that it had on the GameCube, which is bad. I mean, like I said, when you're paying like 60 quid and you're getting an N64 game, which has been out for like 20 plus years, like a fucking a GameCube game which still has the glitches from its time when it released. And then Galaxy, which arguably I've got a personal bias for Galaxy, so I'm not going to speak shit about that one. But yeah, like I don't know, like it does seem a bit like fucking lazy, and especially the fact that they're also taking it off sale at the end of March.
That's just weird. I don't know why
that's both digital and physical. I should point out.
There's just no need to do that. Why?
Well, Nintendo claim it's because they're trying to preserve history, but I personally think it's because they want to try and resell it again in like 10 years' time.
Preserve history by taking it away. That's like the total opposite of preserving history. By preserving history is by allowing it to stay on the storefront, so then it can be accessed.
Well, the only other thing I can assume is that once Mario Golf releases, they're just going to execute Mario there on the green. So that's kind of like why they're cancelling everything Mario related, or not like, or like removing everything Mario related.
But obviously the Olympic game, Mario and Sonic Olympic Games was coming out this year, but I don't think that's even is coming out.
No, that might get cancelled now because apparently they're not. Apparently there's some issues going on with China at the moment or something.
Everything's wrong with China.
But then there's also the fact that like
there's unrest in China.
They've already released an Olympic game for an Olympics that didn't happen.
Oh, is that the 2020?
Oh yeah, there was a 2020 game, but it was very cartoony, wasn't it?
Like
the whole Mario,
thing,
no,
Mario and Sonic.
No, I mean like there was an official Olympic game that came up. But...
Oh yeah, well there was, but it only came out in Japan. I don't even think it came out in like the US or the UK.
Have you seen the whole thing? The 2020 Olympic thing, right? Was supposed to be one of the best ever symbols because it was 2020, so it matched up with the rings for the Olympics. And we didn't have the Olympics. It's just hilarious.
Fucking sucked. Like, I love the Olympics. I love watching the Olympics. It's one of my favorite things to watch.
I just love it.
I love the women's stuff.
Of course you do. I love watching the opening ceremony where you see like countries like, let's see, you get United States of America coming out, and you have just hundreds, nearly thousands of athletes representing that country. Then next is some little island country called Micronesia, and it's like just two people walking out for it. I just like that. It's like
and then they get shot.
One
person.
Well, I mean, like, did you say who the mascots were gonna be for the fucking Olympic Games?
Goku was supposed to be one of them.
It was gonna be like fucking Goku and Sailor Moon.
Why not Boku no Pico?
Do not even refer that ever. Do not even bring that up in conversation.
That should just be their fucking whole thing.
Nah, no. Boku no Pico is just.
I don't even know what the fuck
just
that is.
You don't want to. You don't want to. Don't ever type that in. Never type it in, or the FBI is straight on your case.
It's.
Oh right, okay, then I definitely won't.
Oh, the hamster's up.
I was wondering what the hell you were looking at.
I was hearing loads of noises. I'm like, oh.
You're just looking at the left, and I'm like, what the fuck?
The hamster's.
But I
some water.
Going back to the Nintendo Direct, though, I will say I also really like the look of them Zelda Joy-Cons as well that they've got. They look really nice.
Gone.
I will say though,
he's just up and left.
Has he?
Yeah, for the hamster.
Jesus,
he's got it on cam.
But yeah, like I was saying though, like you've got all these fucking different things that are coming from Nintendo, and it's like. One that really surprised me, I'm not even going to lie, this is probably the biggest surprise of the entire thing, there is Famicom Detective Club. Like, that came out of fucking nowhere. Like, because, in case you're not sure what that is, it's kind of like, it was like an Ace Attorney style game that came out well before fucking Ace Attorney. Like, it came out on the Famicom. So.
Is that the one about... where he randomly screamed, "Guilty!"
No, it's objection, dude.
Well, rejection, whatever the fuck. It's a court term.
Objection!
Obligation!
But yeah, the point is, though, like, it was essentially Ace Attorney before Ace Attorney came out. And I love the fact that, because, like, this was a game that, like I said, released on the Famicom, so, like, this was, like, the Japanese NES. It only released in Japan.
I can't take you serious. He's just got the hamster up on his screen.
Oh, does he?
I'm just laughing really fucking tits off.
Hi, Nikolai.
Oh, fucking hell. What the fuck has this podcast come to with that?
And
That's making them
fucking hell.
laugh.
Fucking hell, 1 minute we're talking about fucking like Famicom Detective Club, and then the next minute we're seeing a hamster. But yeah, like what's it called? Like, but I really like the fact that they've localized it and the fact that they've redone the art and stuff like that, so it looks more modern and crisp. And then, I mean, the final two things I have to mention from the direct that personally interested me. I have to mention Smash. Like, it was a bit of a weird pick for me because I'm not a big Xeno. Like, I've never played Xenoblade, but I'm happy for the people who wanted them in. Like, because plus, I mean, like, anime waifu. So we need, have more of them in Smash, sure. But granted, though, Pyra and Mythra look really interesting as a fighter. Like, it's nice to see they brought like the Zelda Sheik dynamic back to it. But yeah, I can't not talk about this for the Nintendo Direct. Fucking Ninja Gaiden, man. Like having Ninja Gaiden return just blew my fucking mind. Like, because the thing is, and I actually teased Johnny about this as well. Like, Johnny being a friend of ours. I was teasing him prior because I was saying, like, I've just seen something online that said Ryu Hayabusa is going to be in Smash. And that's, like, all they're doing to, like, bring Ninja Gaiden back. And then, like, instead, we get, like, Anime Waifu in Smash, and then, like, Ninja Gaiden 1 through 3 on the fucking Switch. Like, and I'm just saying, like, Ninja Gaiden is brilliant if you've never played it. It's, like, really fucking hard hack and slash. But yeah, so Ninja Gaiden June 10th. Cannot fucking wait. There is one thing I want to mention, though. Can we just talk about how fucking shitty it was of EA through that entire Nintendo Direct, where every time in that Nintendo Direct, the only DMCA copyright strike music came from EA trailers.
Star Wars free-to-play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, free-to-play. Oh yeah, shit, I actually forgot about that. Not even
Hunters?
Why the
Star Wars
mic
Hunters.
picking news up? I've just noticed.
What?
My mic is picking up whenever you use the talking, but I'm using a desk mic. You're speaking coming through me headphones.
It's because I'm really. It's because I'm really there, mate. I'm hiding.
Oh, we should point out that this is COVID safe. Like, we are distant.
We don't live in the same place.
Nah, he doesn't even live in the same state.
That's what you think.
He just lives in his own world.
I know I do.
And
but
then
the thing
he
is,
just lives without.
Here's something. Like, can we talk about how bad fucking, like, because Connor, I'm not sure if you might have seen this trailer in passing because I know it's a multi-platform game, but can we talk about how bad fucking Knockout City looks?
Never seen it.
So Knockout City was the other game that EA showed other than Plants vs. Zombies at the Nintendo Direct. And it was like this weird CGI trailer where they had like fucking this pixelated fairy and a fucking World of Warcraft fucking...
It basically, it's got your generic heroes from your hero shooters, like the same... Like...
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not even them. It's not even like a fucking generic hero from a hero shooter. That was in the CGI trailer. It's just generic people with like a fucking football battle royale thing or something.
Yeah, because the other one they did, Rocket Arena, did well, didn't it?
Oh, fuck! I don't even talk about Rocket Arena. Jesus.
Okay.
The game that came out for like 50 quid and then a week later came out for like 3 quid or something. But yeah, yeah, that Knockout City looked really bad, man. Like, it looked really bad. But yeah, like, I tell you what, though, there's something that is worth bringing up. So, obviously, like I said, that Nintendo Direct kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. But, obviously, something that we had confirmed, like, maybe, like, a week prior, like, to this Direct, we got confirmation E3 is coming back.
Well, that's good.
So, I'm genuinely wondering, you know, like, because, I feel like Nintendo will do something for E3.
I'll have to.
I feel like they're going to do something big for E3 because they normally tend to. They normally tend to do pretty well.
I mean, you do Pokemon-related stuff.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I personally feel like we might get a Direct next week. like a Pokemon Direct. Because I mean, next week's the anniversary of Pokemon, so and I'm thinking we're gonna get like a Diamond and Pearl remake. Personally,
I'm pretty sure that's been heavily rumored.
It's heavily rumored, but I personally think that's what's gonna happen. I think we're gonna see like a Diamond and Pearl remake. But yeah, like it's one of those things where like I feel because here's the thing, I want to actually ask you is like, do you genuinely think that E3 can like really become relevant again?
Nope.
Like especially like this year, like because I mean,
the moment even without COVID, the whole influencer based change, no, that will not.
No,
Nah,
definitely
it will
not.
not catch on.
Well, I mean, thing is, that was the original idea behind it, but from what they've been saying about this year, apparently they're going all digital this year, so they're going for like an all digital event across 3 days, and they're looking to team up with all like the publishers and stuff to put the game demos that would usually be on the show floor into the hands of people at home.
Like put it on the game store and stuff. Download.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing anyway.
That might be okay.
That can work.
Aye.
See, because I think that would be good. Because I mean, like, say for instance, for example, like not last year, sorry, like 2019 at E3. Obviously, one of the biggest games of E3 2019 was Final Fantasy VII Remake, arguably, and the fact that they had the demos there at E3, and then like no one could play it, pretty much, unless you were lucky to go to like an event. You know, like I think given that game, like I think it would have been nice to like allow people to play it. Like, I mean, granted, the demo did come, like I think it was like on the original release date of what it was supposed to be when it was supposed to be out. But like, I think having that opportunity, like where if you show something and you say, like, "Oh, well, we've got a demo for E3 and stuff like that," and then like everyone who's watching at home doesn't get the opportunity to play that.
Well, plus also, if you do it more at home, where you're allowed to download the games, it'd be better because not that many people will get sick as well. Like, if you
Exactly.
remember,
Yeah, it helps with the whole pandemic situation.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I
like,
put
look,
some shades on my bear. I just
Oh.
got shades on the bear.
I was gonna say I just noticed there you had a fucking. I thought you put them on your beard. Not even gonna lie.
You thought that was me beard?
Yeah, you fucking weird mountain man.
This is actually my chest.
To be fair, looks like it. You look like an unkempt Wookiee.
Well, it is a Wookiee. It literally is. It's Chewbacca.
Lucky, it's a Wookiee. But yeah, it's.
You're looking at my cookie.
But yeah, like I said though, like, because the thing is, like, I mean, here's the thing, like, because I know last year we had like the Summer Game Fest from Jeff Keighley, and like that's also confirmed to be coming back this year as well. Like, it's apparently it's going to be much more condensed. It's going to be like less than a month, which I think is better. But like, I'd much rather have like an E3 where it's just like 1 week of just blowout information, because I think after last year and the way like Keighley's Summer Game Fest was spread out across like fucking months and months and months, and it felt like the year just dragged because of it.
Well, not only that, there was the pandemic that made it drag as well.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, the thing is, though, if say you had something like E3, that's like a big blowout. I mean, especially for us gamers, anyway, that's a big blowout of information that ties you over and get you excited for something. Whereas it's like, oh, we've got a Tony Hawk remake. Oh, okay. That's good. I'm happy that they're remaking Tony Hawk. But it's like 1 month later, oh, we've got Crash Bandicoot 4. Fuck yeah. 1 month later, you know, it's like
feeding information.
Yeah,
it was like drip feeding. I mean, think about it in this sense, right? Xbox right? Xbox had the Series X launching last year, right? They had pretty much 2 events in total last year. Like, because you had the one event in May where they revealed, like, the medium and stuff like that. And then you had, like, another event, I think it was, like, July or June. I think it was July. And it was where we got the Halo Infinite gameplay, where obviously we got where Craig was born.
Not Greg.
Old Greg.
Where Craig was born.
Old Greg.
You know, we got the news of, like, Fable coming back, which was really cool. You know, State of Decay 3, which, I mean, okay, I guess. I don't think anyone really asked for it.
Gotham Knights?
Gotham Knights was announced, but that was DC fandom. I'm more talking about the Xbox thing, though, but, like, because the thing is, you'd think Xbox had a console launching, and they didn't really have too much there to sell the console. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've got some good-looking games in the works. Like, Fable looks really interesting, like I said. Halo has potential. It has potential if they can polish it out and stuff like that.
Well, before they create a new one, mate, they need to sort their Master Chief Collection out.
Yeah?
Because it's not working.
Wait, is it not?
No. Not on PC anyway.
Right. I was going to say, I know on Xbox it works. But...
Literally, a recent update has fucked it. You can't even start the game without going into settings and starting. I think it's the anti-cheat that's, like, fucking it.
That's pretty bad, like, to be fair.
Aye.
But like I said, like, Halo has potential. I mean, Stalker 2 was one that came out of fucking nowhere. Like, the fact that they're making a new Stalker game, like, surprised us. And there is some interesting games coming, and it was one of those things where it was like, they did that in July, and then they never mentioned anything. And the thing is, the only thing they really mentioned in between that event and the Xbox Series X coming out was Halo Infinite is delayed, and we've purchased Bethesda.
Yeah.
That's all we really got from Microsoft last year. We barely got anything, and it's because normally they go to E3 and they have, like, this big fucking blowout. Like, think about it. Like, in the past, like, some of the best E3 shows have been from Microsoft stage.
I agree.
I mean, like, think about 2018. Like, think about the 2018 show that they did. Think about it. We had Halo Infinite's first reveal. We had Devil May Cry 5. We had Jump Force, which arguably, like, you know, that could be debatable now. But at the same time,
time of the release was
at the time,
it was time of showing.
It was hype as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, you had Cyberpunk 2077 closed it, which, again, looking back on it, maybe not the best. But at the time, though, once again, hype as fuck. And, you know, you had all these really cool sort of announcements kind of, like, dripped in and stuff like that. And it made for a really, really cool show. And it was just one of those things where it was kind of it's kind of a shame that they didn't really come out swinging last year. Because, like, I mean, for example, like, Hellblade 2 was announced alongside the Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
At the Game Awards in 2019. And we haven't seen anything on it since. Project Mara, a psychological horror from the same team, was announced. We haven't seen anything on it. You know, I mean, one thing that we did get at the Game Awards last year, which made me really happy, was the fucking Perfect Dark reboot. Which is coming from the Initiative. But the thing is, it's like, and I want to see more from Microsoft. I want to see Microsoft actually coming out swinging. Because, and when I say that, I don't I don't want them to just go out and buy like Sega, or fucking, buy like half the game industry. Because
interesting. I just want a new Saints Row game.
To be fair, there is a Saints Row game in the works.
Yeah, that's all. Like when they said they were going to stop it, I just really.
It's actually funny, because last week, how us were originally going to do this podcast last week.
Yeah.
I actually found a rumor sort of started circulating around Saints Row, around like the new Saints Row that's coming. I've actually got it on my phone, a screenshot of it, so I'll actually discuss it with you now because I'd like to get your thoughts on this one. So apparently there's a rumor going around that there's going to be a new Saints Row releasing this year. So according to this, it says it's set to be revealed during Summer Game Fest, but it was internally delayed because of COVID. Apparently, the game is going to take place in Stillwater. So it's going back to the location from Saints Row 2. And apparently it says here that the game will take place between Saints Row 2 and 3. And it's going to pick up shortly after you kill Dane Vogel. So it's going to follow like the Saints' rise to fame. And apparently they're going to sort of like do it as like a soft reboot of the series. Apparently, some of the characters have been recast, but notable ones like Johnny Gat and Shandy are going to stay the same.
Good.
And apparently, the city's mostly the same, but it's been increased in density, and it apparently includes a small countryside.
Nice.
So, like, what do you think of that? Like, just think.
So
if it actually turned out to be true, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
See, because I mean, there's a lot of people who have been asking for Saints Row like go back to its more traditional sort of roots.
Like I like Saints Row when it was like Saints Row 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, granted, I'm more one of the people who preferred like the really stupid shit of like Saints Row 4.
That's why number 3 is one of the best ones. It's a nice, like, obviously it's dumb and stupid, but has a little bit of number 2 there still.
Yeah,
and it has Burt fucking Reynolds
and Hulk Hogan.
The reason what I liked about number 2 is the ability to have a spaceship, to fly about in a spaceship.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, technically you can fly about in a spaceship in Saints Row 4.
Yeah, you can technically, but you can't drive it yourself.
In number 3, you can ride like a space bike.
You can actually get on a broomstick on Saints Row 3 as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you can.
That's a funny thing.
I'm sorry, but like for me, one of my favorite because the DLC, I remember like some of the DLC from Saints Row 3 and 4 perfectly. I think I remember the Saints Row 4 DLC better. But I fucking love the Saints Save Christmas.
Oh, fucking aye.
Where they have to help Santa Claus. Oh, which one was the dinosaur? Like, which DLC was it where it had the Velociraptors? Where you ride like Velociraptors and they start singing "Walk the Dinosaur"? Was that like the Christmas one? Or was that Enter the Dominatrix? Because I remember that had me fucking that had me crying. That shit, like, it's just
that they could have added in this with the Saints Row Saves Christmas. They could have so you could ride around in a sleigh.
Oh, I would have loved
that as a vehicle.
There's
loads of games out there where they do the Christmas stuff and they don't take themselves serious. So they could do sleigh, but they never do. So it really annoys us.
See, like I remember there was like a trophy in Saints Row 4 in the Christmas DLC. You have to like, because basically there's a bit when you go to like Santa's toy shop and stuff like that, and you can you've got to like shoot the doors down and go in and like fucking like kill all the evil elves and stuff like that. And there's a thing where basically, because on the door like that you have to shoot down, there's like these big barricades that are like fucking candy canes. And the trophy basically requires you have to run up and you have to button press to fucking lick the candy cane off. Recently, there's been an interesting development in a series of rumors, which I know you two probably fucking know that I've been following very fucking closely. And it regards one of my favorite survival horror games, Silent Hill. I know what you're probably thinking, like, fucking crackpot here with the Silent Hill shit. But here's the thing, like, Bloober team, who did the Medium, they've recently been discussing that, like, they've been doing interviews and stuff, talking about how the Medium has been a success and stuff like that. Yeah. And apparently, they turned around and they said they're working on a horror IP that's well known. Or, like, they're working on a known horror IP with a well-known gaming publisher. So
I know.
And the thing is...
I know. Alone in the Dark with Atari.
Don't get me wrong.
Barbie Girl.
I love how you mentioned Atari. But the thing is, it's like, obviously people are thinking, well, they've had the Medium, which is, it's kind of, it looks like it's taken a lot of influence from Silent Hill. You've got fucking Akira Yamaoka did the fucking soundtrack for the Medium. And he's the guy who did the soundtrack for, like, the Silent Hill games. You have Mary Elizabeth McGlynn involved in the Medium, and she was, like, a big fucking producer on Silent Hill. So they have, like, a lot of Silent Hill, like, albums there. Now, this is the interesting thing, though. Like, a lot of people are now thinking this is Silent Hill, like the Bloober team's working on. I don't think it's Silent Hill, And the thing is, there's a reason why. Literally, just as I was about to talk about the whole Bloober team thing, like getting ready for the podcast, another rumor came out from a different news source that is now stating that apparently Konami have actually outsourced Silent Hill to a Japanese developer, and that it should be getting announced in the summer.
So, Summer Games Fest, pretty much.
Or E3.
I thought they did the same thing this year.
No. Summer Game Fest and E3 are two different events that's happening.
Oh, fair enough.
But here's the thing, though, right? If it's a Japanese developer, like, who could honestly, realistically make a Silent Hill game from a Japanese developer? Because there's not really many people I can think of. Like,
I can only think of one major one, but I can't think of any other different names.
And which one's that, mate?
The one that did the Silent Hill in the past.
Well, that's Konami, mate. But
yeah, but I know that's not going to happen. That's the only team I'm seeing.
No, but the thing is, I'm thinking this might actually lend some credibility to all the rumors that were going around that, like, Sony's Japan studio might be working on it.
That'll be a big,
because that would line up with some of the rumors that have been going around about Silent Hill being 100% marketed by Sony, at least, like a Silent Hill title being marketed by them. But it also could maybe line up with them doing, like, a future games showcase or something for E3.
Oh, well, we'll soon find out in a few months' time.
I mean, yeah, exactly. But, like, that's the thing, though, like, and the only other choice I can think of, or the only other person I can think of that might tie into it, if it's a Japanese developer, and think about this in a sense, because this would actually be pretty fucking funny. Capcom. Think of how fucking funny it would be if Konami outsourced the Silent Hill IP to their main competitor, who created, like, the series which pretty much made sure Silent Hill sort of, like, stayed out of, like, relative, like, fucking, like, popularity.
I mean, it'd be a bold move. Because there's money to be made.
Don't get me wrong. And the thing is, if it was Capcom, it would probably be really fucking good as well.
probably see the signed Resident.
They've landed.
Like
nice.
like a RE remake or something like that. Like that kind of approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like anyway, I've had my little crackpot theory about Silent Hill.
I think we should call that a night and just. Because we've got plenty to say for next week, but it's already been an hour and 42 minutes. Obviously, I'll probably cut out bits to reduce the time, but it's been going for long.
I'll tell you what. Let's finish this one way, right? Name a game that you're actually excited to play this year.
Ratchet & Clank.
That's a good one. Very
Gotham
good
Knight.
one. Gotham Knights is another good one. Well, me, I'm going to have to go for what I've literally just been talking about pretty much. Resident Evil Village.
No, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout.
But yeah, that was the very first Dudeshock Interactive podcast. I feel like I genuinely feel like I rattled on the most.
Probably,
Yep.
but I'm just feeling so I'm feeling very tired right now. So
Yeah. So I mean, next week I'll try and like lessen my involvement in this and try and maybe get everyone else involved a bit more.
I think
let everyone else talk a bit more.
just 1 week I might have more topics to say to speak of, and you. And
Yeah,
Connor,
well, like,
so it's one of those things that.
And it doesn't help that most of the stuff I can't really fucking say because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I think the thing is, like, I think for our first one, we've not really known what to do or like the sort of idea of what we're going to go with. But I think
Right.
next week we'll probably more freestyle it, kind of just do a bit of thingy. I'll probably cut out the whole chart thing and fucking new release.
Do the chart thing like once a month.
Yeah, we'll check over the charts once a month.
But I wouldn't do like the chart of the charts. I'd see it, do it overall. Don't do it just per country.
No, there's no
Because that
overall
did seem
one.
to take quite a while.
There is no overall one, mate.
Fuck.
We could just stick to UK and then keep an eye out if there's
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, just stick
to the UK one. But if there's something drastic in the US or Japanese or both, then good. Mention that.
It's
Yeah,
just that I think out of all of it, it took like maybe half an hour to go through it all.
Yeah, I think
It did seem it just. You probably even when you look back, you probably just see me and Luke just looking, just far away,
Just
like
trying-
not knowing what
like-
was going on.
But yeah, fuck it. First time, gotta
Yeah.
get used to it.
it's a first time. We'll learn from our own mistakes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I suppose we'll finish up by just like once again, like if you liked what you saw, like subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. For myself, you can find me personally on YouTube on Midgar Mac. That's the channel I use. I'm going to be doing some streams coming up, maybe like some charity ones and stuff, plus hopefully streaming stuff like Jedi Fallen Order and Crash 4 and Avengers when they come to the PS5 and stuff like that. And also just because I promised I'd do this as well, if you could check out my friend's page, Isolation Interactive, they do some good stuff over there. If you guys want to introduce, like, you know, well, I say introduce, fucking plug your own things.
Connor, you do it.
Well, as I say, I'm mostly on Twitch. That's where I do most of my stuff. I do have a YouTube channel with the same name. It's Agent 47 Mob. I do most streamings Mondays and Fridays, and the odd one every second Wednesday over on Twitch. I do want to just do more YouTube videos, but with problems with games that are not working, I can't really do fucking shit about it. But no, please come and have a look. I am also mostly on social media too. Twitter, Instagram. It'll all be in the description below.
Yeah.
If there is a description, whatever.
Yeah.
There will be.
No
I'll work on description if Luke wants to upload the video and stuff.
Alright, that's
The
fine.
only thing that you can't fucking find is on his Facebook because that's private.
Yeah, well, Facebook's always been a private thing for everyone.
Don't
but
worry,
anyway,
we'll link his Facebook.
You link me Facebook and I'll link your porn pictures.
I'll also link your Grinder profile.
Fuck off. Fuck off. I got more fucking likes on that than anything, and I'm not even gay. More people trying to contact me than anything. I felt ashamed when I couldn't see it.
Mate, it's because they think you're a bear.
Yeah,
Look at you.
it's the bear look.
I just want to. One time I want to
assless chaps.
One time when we do this, I want to like sit just like what's his name off Jurassic Park when he's sitting just like bare chest.
Oh, the Goldblum.
I want to sit like that, just on the cam, just hey.
Well, I've been Lemon, you can find me on YouTube and Twitter under the same name. It's probably like an underscore, but anywho, you can check it in the description. And what I do is I do fuck all.
And the occasional F1 rant.
That.
And other rants.
Potentially.
That will not go into.
Potentially.
Fuck off.
But yes, I do. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So long, folks.
Sayonara.
Bye.
Bye.